Hello everyone, this is Aditya and today we'll discuss a topic on how to live your life happily. You know that I make videos on mathematics and physics usually, but this is totally different video because you know that apart from academic and your social life, you also have a personal life also. So even if you achieve your career or whatever things you want to achieve in your life, if you're not happy, then nothing makes any sense. So there are certain points which I think would help you all to become happy in your life and be peaceful. So first, I think that you should be meditative because the more you do meditation, the more you are self-centered. You will be able to make better decisions and be happy. By doing meditation, what happens is you can connect to nature and try to love yourself also. You can try this by doing meditation for at least maybe in the starting you can do for 5 minutes or maybe only 1 minute, but try to extend it from 1 minute to 2 minutes, then two to four, and something like that. But it's not about the number of hours or number of minutes you're doing meditation, but till whatever extent you are doing, do it with full concentration. Actually, meditation is not about concentration. It's about letting your body in a dimension where it does not feels anything. It is free from all sorts of pains. It is free from all sorts of pain, love, or whatever thing. It is in a state where it cannot feel anything. That is called a meditative state. So it's not about concentration. It's about letting your body be in a state where it is completely free, and by this you can increase your efficiency also and increase the state of happiness. Okay, what is the second point? Well, second point is try to be logical in your life. Sometimes we tend to make the decisions of a life based on our emotions and thoughts, but sometimes what our heart says does not matches with our brain. But many times we listen to our heart only and make some wrong actions by which we regret later or something like that. You may be happy because you may have not been any of these phases, but there are people who are in great regrets and in great pain because of which they try to live alone and some sort of like that. So try to be logical, and even if you have regrets, if it is a mistake, then move on from that thing. And if it's a crime, then you should be liable for that punishment. But after the punishment, you are free from everything. So try to start a new life, but not being alone. You can still have good connections, but it don't mean, yeah, it is obviously it is not possible for the people after being in so bad phases to go into phases by which they can again connect to people. It is difficult, but still you can try and try to be logical because you can't be alone your whole life, because you cannot, because at the end you will need someone, any friend or any love or whatever thing, whatever you want. It's just a support, right? And third point which I think is, but before that, in the logical only, uh, be logical. What I meant by being logical, well, by being logical I meant that you should start thinking from your brain also. Yes, sometimes our brain also don't depict the things which actually needs to be done at that particular instant of time, because at last I said that sometimes we listen to our heart, sometimes we listen to our brain, but in reality it is only the brain. The brain has two parts. It makes a logical decision also, it makes an emotional decision also. The emotional decision we connect to heart, but it don't actually, because at last brain is the only part of our body which is responsible for any feelings, for any logical thoughts, whatever you want to say. So at last you are defined by your actions more than by your anything, because whatever actions you show, People will judge you upon that, not by your good actions actually. Even if you do 100 good actions and do one bad deed, the people will look at that one bad deed only. For example, if I praise you for 100 things and I say one thing bad thing about you, you will remember that bad thing only. So it is that thing only. But what you can do is you can be self-centered and be logical in making all the decisions, right? Okay, what is the third point which I had written? Okay, so you should have a self-control on yourself. What do I mean? Because in emotions, maybe you do some sort of bad thing with someone, or someone may do something bad with you, but you still should have a self-control, because of which you don't hurt someone. Because sometimes we in anger say anything or do anything, and sometimes in feelings we do anything with your partner or anything like that. But at last we should learn that everyone has their own sentiments and beliefs and emotions, and we should respect all the emotions whatever everyone has. But in our day-to-day life we just forget this, and as we see the modern generation, it is just what I feel is totally out of all this thing. They think everything is a joke and something like that. I'm not saying anything to them, but I just mean that the new generation is maybe too much advanced for all these things. But I don't feel that it is a good thing. Yeah, in many sort in technological developments it is perfect, but when it comes to humanity, then we don't intend to make things I mean that you can be a good human, but being a good human is enough. Yeah, it is. Because there are many toppers, but they are not good humans. There are many good humans, but they are not toppers. So what would you choose? A topper who is not a good human, or a human which is good but is not a topper? Well, it depends. It depends on the needs. For example, if you're going to a company, then you need to have a teamwork skill, and you must have some sort of skills also. You must be having knowledge also. But before that, you should have a EQ, that is called the emotional quotient. Because IQ is some sort of thing which defines your intelligence, but EQ defines that what kind of person you are actually. So it is really baffling to understand these things. It is some sort of deep analysis which I'm trying to give you all, but maybe no one would give a heed upon it. But actually, we should think upon it deeply. But basically, coming out of all this, you should have a self control, that you don't do any action which can hurt someone, or the other people should also understand that they don't do some action which may hurt you. Because at last we all are humans, and we are meant to make mistakes. But yeah, there is a difference between mistakes and crimes. So try to understand it, right? Okay, the fourth point which I had wrote is be compassionate. Until you consider the world as your family, you won't be compassionate. Means, yeah, there is a competition. I agree to it. Without it, we won't be able to survive. So obviously, you should be a part of competition. I don't mean that you should not be a part of competition. But in that competition, we start hating someone, we start being jealous of something. But it is not like that. Maybe, for example, you were called for an interview, you and your friend, maybe A and B. You are A and your friend is B. So you go and you get appointed for the, you don't get appointed, and your friend goes, friend B, and he gets appointed. So the friend B will be happy, obviously. But if he is your true friend, or he considers that you are a part of his family, then he will compassionate that you could not do, and he will support you. They will support you. It's not about gender. They will support you, I will say. But What is the part from your side? Because you did not got selected and your friend got. So what should be your reaction? Well, many start getting jealous, many start getting hated, many sort of thing. But in reality, we should not. You should be happy with that success that your friend is getting. Maybe you have some other choices, you may get other opportunities. It may be like that. So never think that it is over. Always be happy with what you are getting and try to get better things in your life. But don't ever be jealous or incompassionate. Suppose you got selected and your friend did not, you won't make fun of him. You will be compassionate. And suppose now you and some other guy, they are going for an interview and you both don't know each other. That guy selected and you are not selected, suppose. Still you should have same feelings. Yeah, you should. Then only we can consider the world as a family because the world is a very big place where we all are just a small tiny part of a grain. If we consider the universe as Earth, then we are just the size of Earth in it, a single person. So it's like that. So if we are so small in comparison to the huge world, then why we should be jealous? Why should we have such feelings? We should be compassionate enough and we should try to love all the beings. But yes, until you love yourself, you can't love anyone else. But it is also possible that you don't care about yourself, still you can love the world. But it won't make a drastic change because if you won't be able to love yourself, then it's possible that one day you only suffer due to things. So try to make things simpler, but not simple. A famous quote by Sir Albert Einstein. If you all must have heard it. So something like that, if you understand it. Okay. So what is the fifth point? Try to be respectful to everyone. Here I am not saying any gender specific, but try to respect everyone as a person, not as a human. Sorry. I meant try to respect everyone as a person, not based on their gender, intelligent level, EQ level, IQ level, something like that. And why I said not as a human and then started again this point. Do you understand? Did you understand this? Because I said respect everyone as a person, and in person there can be, for example, there is an animal. You can respect it as a person also, like you do respect your family or something like that. You should be compassionate enough for all the worldly creatures. And when I said humans, it only took the set of the people, the set of the living beings, not the set of living beings. It only considered the human beings, the Homo sapiens. But I did not mean that. I meant love all the creatures from plants, animals to humans, everything. Then you will understand that what actually the life means. Try to be compassionate, try to respect everyone. I'm not saying that you should respect only that gender, not this gender, not that gender. I don't. That is why I'm saying that respect everyone as a person. Even if they are wrong, try to make them understand what things are wrong. You should make them understand. That is a mutual understanding. And if they did some crime, they deserve a liable punishment. But after that, you should forgive them if they have got the desired punishments. Something like that, because in this whole journey of our JE preparation or any competitive exam preparation, we focus so much on academics and so much cut down from social life that we forget that what life actually is. because life is a very small thing. I mean, not in the context that it is as small as a thing. It is a very big thing, but the lifespan is very small. Maybe I'm currently some sort of, I won't reveal my age or something like that, but maybe I may have only 40 years left, or maybe 50 years. I don't know, 30, 40, 50, whatever. Maybe I'm today making a video, I'm not there tomorrow. I don't mean anything like that, but it's possible. There's nothing surety about the thing which is the most certain also. So never try to hurt anyone, and be always compassionate, because then only you can be called someone which actually is happy in their life and successful. The real success comprises two things. The first is your career, and the second is what is you as a human being. Try to see everyone as same. I mean, try to see everyone similar with thoughts and ideology. Even if you are maybe very high IQ, they are very less IQ, it don't matter. You can make them learn new things and try to enhance their skills. If you're low IQ and there's someone who is more intelligent than you, they can help you. There is a mutual connection between them, right? Because at last the things are all joined by us only, we humans. We made many separations, something like that. I won't discuss about it at all, but it's like that. But what I want to say that try to be happy in your life, be meditative, be compassionate, be respectful, and by this you can always be happy, because in this whole journey of JEE or any competitive exam or anything like that, we always tend to forget that what we actually are. We forget ourselves, we forget our family, we forget our friends, forget our partner, or whatever you may say. But at last you should remember that you are, yeah, there is this famous quote that every saint has a past. You must have heard it. But you must also know that after that, when he becomes saint, when he or she or they become saint, they are left alone with only their thoughts and ideologies which they try to spread. So at last, you are alone. I agree to it. I won't say anything. But don't take it to your heart. Try to meet everyone as much as you can. Try to make as many friends as you can. And even if you see someone that he is or they are not trying to interact with you, they are just trying to make distances from you, then also you should be compassionate enough to respect their thoughts, and at least try to make things normal. If the things are not, then you should also understand that you must have done something wrong or some sort of like that, or maybe they are not comfortable with you or something like that. So there's nothing wrong with this all this, right? Many people think that life ends at some sort of point. Yeah, I agree to it, because sometimes we feel, but it's not like that you will make it your habit, actually, right? So I understand totally whatever you are feel. So that is, there may be possibility that you love someone truly, but they did not. They may be false for you. They did false actions for you. You were always true. Then you get something called heartbreak, and then you go into a dilemma that no, no, why this happened. You go into trauma. You apply. You do suicidal things, something like that. But at last, they don't make any sense, because you only assumed that you were true. So you did efforts from your sides, right? Why do you expect to get the same results? Try to be happy with your own actions. Try to be happy that you were true to them. And the same thing applies in friendship also. When you have a deep friendship with someone, Try to be interactive enough and try to be happy, whatever. Maybe no one is in your life, but try to still be happy alone, because at last there will be no one. The friends you are seeing today, maybe after 30, 40 years, 50 years, you may listen the news of your death or something like that. I won't go much deeper in it because I also don't like to discuss more on it. But something like that. So at last you realize that at the end you are left totally alone, and that is it. So I hope you all understood it and try to follow these instructions. Maybe this will help you all to gain some sort of more knowledge and more happiness in your life. So I hope you all understood it. Thanks a lot for watching.